Greetings Diecast Racing fans, Sharky here and welcome back to Vulcan Raceway. Today is a very special day because we've got the big jolly fella himself here. This has been recorded a few days before Christmas, and today we have episode 5 of the fantastic fast food head-to-head league. There's a few changes today because of the fact that we do have the big fella in red here. Some of you will recognise some of these vehicles here. And the format is staying roughly the same. Give me a few seconds, I'll move to a different location and then we'll talk about what happened last week. Right. Now I've moved away from all of the chaos down there, let's talk about last time. So in episode 4, the first loss was handed down to the Commish in the Bay Ke Ree. He was 1-1 last time, which means that somebody else has moved up. And it is the rookie. It's Shawn Cook from Lobster Cage in the Corgi mini shop. He is tying now with the Commish for on 5-1. In joint third place, we have 3 cars. We have Mason Storm from the Essex Hurricanes, who is doing amazingly well in the pizza wagon. Well done to him. He's finally got a vehicle that he can drive. Maybe he likes pizza too much. Well, he's an Essex boy. Anyway, then you've got 2 times champion Cuboid in the New Year 2021 vehicle. He has put a spurt on. He won both races last time out, and he's gone from mid-table into the top challengers. Then we've also got returning champion Hakari Rin in the Lobster Cage that makes that very distinctive noise when running towards us. They're all 4 and 2. They all had fastest time of 1.9 last time out. Cuboid was 2 wins. Mason and Hakari were 1 and 1. In joint 6th place is Moose, reigning champion James Sterling, who won the Mini Mayhem tournament last time out, and the New Zealander Matthew Harding. So Moose is in the purple Mike McCone's ice cream, James is in the red shaved ice, and Matthew Harding is in the dark blue ice cream wagon, which leaves our joint 9th place, the 2 tail end Charlies, being Candy Rain from the Essex Hurricanes in the Caramel Club, the lilac car that also truck that also makes that very distinctive noise, and Racing Jason from Toon Tracks over in Thailand in the little ice cream wagon. They were both 0 and 2 last time out, and that took them to 1 and 5. Anyway, let's do the track overview, look at the sponsors, and get down to all of that. We'll do that, and then we'll get on to the draw. So I'll give you a track overview, then we'll do the draw, and then we'll get down to the racing. So, big change this time out. A lot of vehicles down here. Because we, have Santa here. So a lot of people wanted to come and see him. We have got the buses parked elsewhere. We've got less taxis here at the minute because they're ferrying people in and out. And it's rather busy, but there's some really interesting vehicles here. I love that MGB. There's an older Mercedes there. That Capri, I think that's Mason Storm's, but that'll be interesting. And then we've got a lot of things. There's an old VW Golf there as well. There's not very many imports. Jaguar, Range Rover, a few Volvos, BMWs, Mercedes, VWs, a few supercars, well, 1. And look at that old Jaguar, isn't it gorgeous? Anyway, moving on. The Vulcan's in place. Looks like we've got the tanker in refuelling us at the minute. The police stand ready, and I've parked my car here. And some of you may recognise this. This is Elevin. This is the current Test and Tune champion of Vulcan Raceway, driven by the Flying Foundman, but it's my car and I'm driving it today. And I wonder why I've brought that in. We'll talk about that in a minute. So the coffee shop's up this end, all of that's there. Here's the buses. Obviously with Santa here, we've got some kids, we've got all sorts of things. There's some other interesting vehicles that are arrayed around Santa, which any of you that have watched some of my other videos will have seen these arrive. Oh, that's new as well. Anyway, that's all of that. Work is continuing apace on the medical centre, particularly after what happened last time with John from Modelmatic. It became very important that we got on with that, and that's been done. Hopefully they'll start getting the buildings up in the next few days. The plane's parked here. He flew Santa in from, transferred him from Stansted Airport, where he flew into the country from Lapland. The Baja Bone Shaker, the treasure hunt that will go out to the winning driver wherever they are in the world. The lorries are parked up this end. The vehicles from the draw that you're about to see are all set up and in position. Police vehicles are over here. Some of the fuelers there. The backup ambulance. The main sponsor for today is Cuboid at 4 Cubed Racing. Thank you very much, Cuboid. Thanks also go out to the BERCC and the team there. Oh, there's John from Monomatic talking to the flying foreman and the track owner. I'm glad to see he's okay, and nice to see him behind a safety rail. Keldon Raven, living dangerously, but you know, that's his choice. Thank you very much, Keldon, for sponsoring us. There's John at Modelmatic's board and his car, and of course Tom Lee RC and his setup. So, with all that said and done, let's get down to the draw. Here is our episode 5 draw. So the next comp that will be coming up after this is already decided, and I might as well give it away now. It's going to be the champions of 2021, because the winner of this race will mean that I then have 10 track champions at Vulcan Raceway. So those 10 will race out to see who is the grand champion moving forward into the 2022 racing season. So there won't be a driver's call. It will just be the races, and I will again give away a nice prize for the winner, because it's something I've started doing as the channel has grown. And hopefully, you know, I'll be able to give away bigger and better prizes as time goes by if we can eventually get the channel monetized. But monetization for me is not about the money, it's about not having ads in the middle of the racing, because that's one thing that if your channel is monetized you can do, is you can stop those adverts mid-channel. Right, so starting off episode 5, we have Car B versus Car C. Car B is Moose of GITB Racing, and Car C is the reigning champion, James Sterling from Gravity Track Grand Prix over in Australia. This time he's driving the red shaved ice. I think Hakari Rin was a little bit upset he managed to nab that one before Hakari could grab it. Moose is in the purple Mike McCone ice cream van. I must admit that's my favourite looking vehicle of the competition. So then we've got Car J versus Car E, Car A versus Car I, Car F versus Car D, and Car G versus Car H to finish off the first half. The second half starts off with Car E, which is Matthew Harding, versus Car D, which is Cuboid. Then we've got B versus F, G versus I, H versus J, and finishing off episode 5 we have Car A, which is Mason Storm with the Essex Hurricanes, versus Car C, which is James Sterling. Let's hope that Mason Storm is having a better league this time, because at the 5 episodes in we should know. Hopefully he's got some wins under his belt for a change. So yeah, Car A, Mason Storm in the from the Essex Hurricanes in the white pizza wagon. I like pizza. And Car C is James Sterling in the red shaved ice, and that concludes episode 5. And kicking us off today at the top of the track in the right hand lane, we have got Moose from GITB in the purple Mike McCones against the reigning champion, although maybe not for very much longer, James Sterling from Gravity Track Grand Prix over in Australia. And I've just heard that the winning vehicle from his last win has made its way, the prize has made its way all the way back to his home. Anyway, so purple on the right is Moose. Red on the left is James Sterling. Let's see how this goes. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That's where James Sterling ended up. Our photographer spun round to try and get a photo of it, but it handed the win to Moose in a time of 2.2. Everybody appears to be okay, so that's good. Right, the photographer's decided he's going to come and stand over here just to be a little bit more safe. He said that was a little bit too close for comfort, but he's okay. Anyway, right, next up at the top of the track, we have got the race of the ice cream trucks. On the right hand side, we've got Racing Jason from Toon Tracks in the little light blue ice cream truck, the lightest one in the competition. He's up against the big blue ice cream truck of Matthew Harding, so it's a Southern Hemisphere race. We'll see how this one shakes down. And that's a win there for Matthew Harding in a time of 2.1. And Racing Jason puts it on his side, but he looks to be okay, so that's all good. He's still strapped in, but it's all good. Time of 2.2, win for Matthew Harding. Moving on to race 3, and just confirm Racing Jason is fine. At the top of the track, we have got... This is going to be interesting. So on the right hand side, we have got Mason Storm from the Essex Hurricanes in the pizza wagon up against the Commish in Bay Ke Ree. So we've got a third place versus a joint first place. This will make a difference. We'll see whether Mason Storm has actually got the legs to hand down another loss to the Commish, or whether the Commish is absolutely going to destroy Mason Storm as he's done every other time he's raced him. Wow, and Mason Storm wins. We haven't got a recorded time, but the Commish has flipped it and put it on his side. I hope he's okay. Give me 1 second. Just to let you know that the Commish is okay. The vehicle's just being towed away, going to get checked over and sorted out, ready for the next race. Yep, everything's okay. After what happened with John from Automatic last time, we're a little bit hyper cautious until we got the on-site medical centre up and running. Then I'll be able to relax a little bit more. Anyway, that's it for now. Yeah, and just to confirm, the Commish is okay. Now, up at the top of the track, we've got the other guy that's tied for the joint champion on the right-hand side, which is Shawn Cook from Rust and Ruin in the Corgi Mini Shop. And he's up against the 2 times champion Cuboid on the left in the black New Year 2021 wagon. And that was very close. That was so close at the line. I'm going to need to check the footage on the second cam. It's a time of 2.0, and I don't know whether it was Cuboid or whether it was the Corgi shop, the mini shop on the line. The lane indicator is indicating for the right hand lane. I need to check the footage on the other camera. Bear with me. Well, this is the first here at Vulcan Raceway, and yeah, so situation is this. Having reviewed the footage, it is so close. Now, the issue we have is that the sensor that indicates the light win is light activated, and because it was so close, and because Cuboid is driving a black vehicle, it may be that he did not trip the sensor. Thus, what has been agreed, having spoken to the drivers, that they are going to rerun the race. So they're back at the top of the track, and we're going to run this again. And that's a win there for Cuboid, and the mini shop has gone on its side just by the line. So it's a time of 2.1, and just on the line the mini shop has stopped, so it's a win for Cuboid. Shawn Cook's okay. As I say, they've all got proper race seats, harnesses, cages and everything like that, and as I say, it just tipped over, it's fine. Up at the top of the track, the last race of the first half, and it's gonna be noisy. On the right hand side, we've got Hakari Rin from Raven Customs in the Lobster Cage. On the left hand side, we've got Hakari Rin from the Essex Hurricanes in the lilac coloured Caramel Club. Let's see how this one shakes down. Clear win there for Hakari Rin in a time of 2.0. So clear win for Hakari Rin in 2.0. Okay, so race 6, start the second half. And we have got, on the right hand side, we've got Matthew Harding in the blue ice cream truck, even, not track. And on the left hand side, we have got Cuboid in the black 2021 New Year vehicle. So the blue one is Matthew Harding, the black one is Cuboid. Matthew Harding is on the right coming towards you, and Cuboid is on the left. Clear win there with a time of 1.9, the fastest of the day so far for Cuboid. So Cuboid in a time of 1.9, fastest of the day so far. Here we go for race 7. On the right, we've got Moose from GITB in the purple Mike McCone's ice cream. On the left, we have got Shawn Cook from Rust and Ruin in the Corgi mini shop. Clear win there for Shawn in the mini shop with a time of 2.0. So clear win for Shawn in the mini shop for a time of 2.0. Quickly moving on, we have got race 8, which is on the right hand side, it's Hakari Rin of Raven Customs in the Lobster Cage, the black truck with the red bumper. On the left, we have the Commish in the white Bay Ke Ree. Tight to the line, and it looks like the Commish got it on the line. I'm going to have to again review the footage because me looking straight at it, it was so close. It was literally passing the sensor that made the difference. Well, that one was a little bit easier to sort out. It shows clearly on the footage from the other cam when you slow it down that Hakari won that, but he passed clearly between the two sensors, which is why it triggered to show the left hand lane when the Commish went through after him. So it was a 2.0. Well, it actually wasn't, it was slightly faster than that, but we'll put it down as a 2.0, which is when the sensor was triggered, and that's where we go. We may need to look at doing a top-down camera in future. But anyway, at the top of the track now, we've got a race that will decide who is in last place, because the two people who coming into today's episode were jointly last, Hakari Rin of the Essex Hurricanes and Racing Jason of Tune Tracks were jointly tied in last place. This race will decide that, because I think they've both already lost once today. Anyway, Hakari Rin is the lilac truck on the right hand side that makes a load of noise. Racing Jason is the little blue ice cream truck on the left hand side. And And that's a win for Racing Jason in a time of 2.0. So it's Racing Jason in a time of 2.0. Moving on to race 10, the last race of the day. And on the right hand side, we have got Mason Storm of the Essex Hurricanes in the white pizza wagon. He is up against, on the left hand side, the reigning champion, James Sterling, in the red shaved ice. Now, if Mason can keep a clean sheet, that might enable him to get up into joint first. I don't know. We'll have to have a look at when I do the maths once I've sorted everything out after this race. Fastest time today has been put down by Cuboid, which was a 1.9, but it's still not as fast as the Commish's 1.7. We'll see whether one of these guys can actually do that today and actually get a lap record. We'll see that as well. Nice move, pulled in front, time of 2.2, and that's a win for Mason Storm in a time of 2.2. Pulled in front of, kind of seemed to get the jump on him a little bit, of James Sterling, pulled in front of him and came across in 2.2. So a win there for Mason Storm. What a heck of a day. Wow. Some seriously interesting racing today. I hope you've all enjoyed it. What a set of results. I'm a little bit shocked, to be totally honest with you. Looking at the results at the end of the day, we currently have 5 people who could potentially win this, and 5 people who could potentially or have no chance of winning this. Those that have a chance of winning are the 4 people tied for first place. It's the closest competition we have ever had. Those 4 people are Mason Storm in the pizza wagon, Cuboid in the New Year 2021, Shawn Cook in the mini shop, and Hakari Rin in the Lobster Cage. All of them are on 6 and 2 going in to the final episode next week. So, Mason Storm in the pizza wagon, he went 2 and 0 today with the best time of 2.2 to take him to 6 and 2. Cuboid in the New Year 2021, what that week off, that break week, when he was acting as the finish line judge for A11 Outlaws, I don't know what Cuboid's done and what his team have done to that New Year 2021, but it has really picked up and got going this second half. So he was 2 and 0 today with a time of 1.9. Not the fastest that we've had in this league, but the fastest of the day. That which took him to 6 and 2. Shawn Cook, he was 1 and 1 today in the mini shop. His best time was 2.0, which took him to 6 and 2. Hakari Rin, he's on a charge as well, and obviously we had that close call between him and the Commish, with that going over the line. Hopefully that will all show up nice in the slow-mo footage. I may even have to do a super slow-mo for the Commish, because otherwise the Commish will accuse me of cheating and favouritism and all such things as that, and I'm sure my comment section below will blow up. Anyway, so Hakari was 2 and 0 today with the best time of 2.0, again taking him 6 and 2. The Commish lost twice today, which takes him to 5 and 3. I hope he's just not, I don't know what it is. He always seems to do well in the first half of competitions, and then he just seems to tip off in the second half of the competitions. Whether it's the fact that he's more of a sprinter than a long distance runner, I have no idea. But it's been in the last few leagues, he's done really well in the first half, and then he's just gone off the boil. Hopefully he will get himself sorted out this week, and for next week's final he will pull it all together, because he could still win this, and I'd love to see him do it. He's been around a lot, he's raced here a lot, he's been a good supporter of the channel, of the track and everything like that. I'd love to see him win. I'd love to be able to send the Baja Bone Shaker over to America to the Commish. Anyway, he was 5th because the first 4 are tied for joint 4th. In 6th, we have 2 people tied. We've got Moose in Mike McCone's ice cream, and we've got Matthew Harding in the other ice cream. That's something interesting as well. The bottom half of the table are Mike McCone's ice cream, Matthew Harding in the ice cream, James Sterling in shaved ice, Racing Jason in the ice cream, and Candy Rain in the Caramel Club. So all of the ice cream type things are in the bottom half. Maybe it's the British weather and people don't like ice cream in December. Anyway, so joint 6 are Moose and Matthew Harding. Both of them were 1 and 1 today. Both of them now sitting on 3 and 5. They have Moose was a time of 2.2, Matthew Harding was a time of 2.1. In joint 8th, we have the reigning champion, James Sterling in shaved ice. He was 0 and 2 today to take him to 2 and 6 overall. And Racing Jason in the little ice cream truck that could. He was 1 and 1 today with a time of 2.0 to take him to 2 and 6. Which leaves in 10th place the person who has no chance and the truck that is going to not have a contract next year because, well, yeah, there is a very slim chance if Moose and Matthew Harding lose both of their races, Candy Rain wins both of her races, that she could then get into a 3-way tie to get her out of the relegation zone. But yeah, in all likelihood, we won't be seeing the Caramel Club next year because Candy Rain has only won 1 race so far and has lost 7. She lost twice again today. Anyway, that's it for today. Don't forget to do the like, comment, subscribe thing. And I did mention earlier that I'd explain why I was driving Elevin, my winning car from the Teston team. Well, that's because after we've finished this league, that will give us 10 champions, which means our first competition of 2022 will be the Champions League. So it'll be the 10 vehicles that have won the competitions during 2021 racing out. And that hopefully will be on a new track called the Wingover. Anyway, that's it for today. Catch you all next time. Bye.